It's time now for the future 11 o'clock news report for this Tuesday, October 21st, 2014. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins, and I have news headlines at 11 o'clock. Here, the top story 11 is Ben Bradley, the Prince of Camelot West social royalty in D.C., the legendary editor of the Washington Post, dead to the age of 93, as Ben Bradley exposed President Nixon and his dirty deeds in the Watergate scandal. He was 93 years old, so rest in peace to a good man. A decade before Dion Van confessed to killing at least 7 women in Indiana, he threatened to set himself and a woman on fire during a 2004 standout with police, according to court documents released on Tuesday. 3 teenage girls were set out from a Denver suburb but apparently bound for Syria to join extremists fighting their art back home after their parents outlettered others. And authorities in the trio was stopped in Germany. New York, the United States registered safeguards against Ebola on Tuesday required travelers from 3 countries that had the center epidemic in West Africa to one of the 5 major airports conducted in that screening. Apple's newest tablet is still the endeavor, but the weather for you depends on where you plan on holding it and you what to do with it. Lieutenant Guy Lapointe, the spokesman for Quebec's provincial police, said Stephen Harper, the Canadian Prime Minister, spoke after a man went over 2 soldiers in his car at a Quebec parking lot. Jeffrey E. Fowl, who was held in North Korea for 6 months, apologized to the United States and North Korea for causing a diplomatic headache for both governments. Family members spoke to after a South African judge sentenced Oscar Pistorius, the Paralympic athlete, to 5 years in prison for the negligent killing of his girlfriend, Reva Steenkamp. Ukraine's regular disagree on the gas payment is. New to talk to Brussels next Wednesday. Hong Kong Governor Tuesday held its first formal talks with student leaders to find a peaceful way to end protests. Officials and students shared how views on how regions and next leaders will be elected by University of 2017. The goals came off in Jacksonville on Tuesday night as the third and final gubernatorial debate between Rick Scott and Charlie Crist was marked by insults, arguments, and accusations. Just a few feet from the side where a Philadelphia police officer, Daniel Faulkner, was gunned down by Murdia Abu Jamal 1981. Governor Corbett on Tuesday in Pennsylvania signed a law that a bill that would censor former offenders from causing victims mental anguish. A woman's pet podcast is on news after 3-pound feline escaped for at least the 7th time. Rocky to clock. Hypermarket got out of his enclosure about 9 a.m. The world's biggest beverage maker, Coca-Cola, reported lower profits and revenue in the third quarter as global soda remained flat. New York U.S. stocks rallied on Tuesday with an S&P 500 down to the fourth straight session against boosted by strong corporate results, including Apple's. Washington sales of previous owned U.S. homes rose at September to the highest level of the year, according to a sign that residential real estate will be a plus for the economy. A woman set it up her iPhone 6 last week in Beijing. China aims at icon Apple services storage. Search giant Google, along with a several of interest, justified more than $500 billion of misventure called magically becoming that base of various sports working on technology for on a virtual reality augmented. Just 1 week after the timber sign, Keisha found documents accusing her producer mental, physical, and sexual abuse when it's working from Singleton, desperate housewife. International team of scientists has detected Ebola position pointed evidence to cosmic inflation and powerful growth spurt that the scientists hypothesized took place in the first fraction of the second after the Big Bang 13.8 billion years ago. The members of the NASA's high seas the team are staying in the dome on a Mauna Loa volcano in Hawaii for the next 8 months. Ashoka Makoba, the renowned cameraman diagnosed with Ebola while working in the library as freelancer for NBC News, been declared free of the virus will be allowed to leave a biocontainment unit at the Nebraska Medical Center on Wednesday, the hospital said. When the Food and Drug Administration calls your all-natural dietary supplement for containing prescription pharmaceuticals, you may think insurance and rapid registration of the misbranded product is also natural state, right? Texas, which saw the first cases of Ebola diagnosed in the U.S. and 2 more since then, has designated 2 containment facilities in Galveston and the Dallas suburb to treat any future patients. With 2 weeks left until election day, the candidates for the governor of Massachusetts are battling for positions. November 4th is drawn closer and is still up for grabs as Democrat Martha Coakley and Republican Charlie Baker back it up for one last television debate for the election. Both candidates have until election day to urge voters around the Commonwealth to vote their choice. So, who will be the next governor of Massachusetts? A Winchester, Massachusetts man turned fugitive is now under arrest in North Carolina as Matthew McGivney was captured in a Walmart parking lot in Bedford, North Carolina. And he is charged with the murder of his mother, who is charged with her murder. And a deadly fire and launched is blamed on political problems was accidental. The blaze claimed 2 young boys ages 4 and 10, leaving 23 homeless. In Pawtucket, Rhode Island, worker fired 457 Middle Spring Avenue on Code Red. Montague, Massachusetts. 2002 Mazda Protege color red, Massachusetts, last plate number 664 FD4. Female operator warned by Montague Police Department. Contact located. I'm Prophet Chanting on scene of the Pawtucket fire. And worker fire is right on speak. Meriden, Connecticut, according to Railroad Tracks, Avenue, Emmett Tractor Lake Police Department, Fire Department, and Railroad Police Department is scene. In Boston, Massachusetts, on Southeast Expressway southbound, accident on Motor City Boulevard, 2 separate multi-car motor vehicle accident flight events of 3 responding. Brockton, Massachusetts Police Department, motor vehicle accident, Center Street at Plymouth Street, Brockton Police Department, cruiser struck by another vehicle, no injuries. Officers say that the cruiser is totaled. Everton, New Jersey, a fire on 94 Myrtle Avenue and fire basement. A dwelling command reported the main body of fire is knocked down and the fire search is on negative. Signal 100. Scarborough, Maine. Working fire at 510 Black Point Road. The firefighter the roof of the platform and in full SS Simon and mutually responding. Peter Johnson. Okay, let's take a look at the traffic situation here at 1108 here in Southeast Expressway. Southbound side is backed up from the Pike all the way down for Dorchester due to the accident. Southeast Expressway in the southbound side near Morse Boulevard. So trust us some extra if you're in that area here. Otherwise, a smooth sailing commute on this. Late to the night here as we take a look at our weather situation here at 1108 here. Right now, our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 1108 here. Now 1109 here. Temperature here at North Massachusetts. Temperature 57 degrees. Overcast skies. Humidity 93%. With speed north about 8 miles per barometer. 29.95 inches. 2.55 degrees. And a visibility of 8 miles. Take a look at rate. Our current conditions right in the region here. 57 degrees that temperature right now. Here in Boston. 57 out in Boston Harbor. 54 in Fitchburg. 53 in Bedford and Beverly. 54 in Gloucester. 52 in Haverhill, 52 in Worcester, 54 in Sturbridge, 56 in Webster and Milford, 57 in Newton, Norwood, 57 in Taunton, 56 in New Bedford, 55 in Plymouth, 57 in Chatham, Provincetown, 60 in Cape Cod Bay, 59 in Falmouth, 58 in Martha's, 58 in Nantucket, and 50 in Martha's Vineyard, 61 in Block Islands, 57 in Westlake, 55 in Providence, And in Smithfield, 58 in New York City, 55 in Islip, 62 in Montauk, 62 in Long Island, 57 in Bridgeport, 56 in New Haven, 53 in Danbury, 54 in Waterbury, 55 in Meriden and Hartford and Winslow, 54 out of Springfield, 51 in Amherst, 53 out in Greenfield, 52 in Norfolk, 50 out in Pittsfield, 51 in Northampton, 51 in Albany, 51 in Bainton, 48 in Brattleboro, Vermont, it's 52 in Keene, Hampshire, 49 in Jefferson, Hampshire, 48 in Rutland, Vermont, and in Lakewood, New Hampshire, 50 out in Portland, Maine, 50 out in Concord, New Hampshire, 49 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 53 in Nashville, New Hampshire, and 53 out in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Take a look at the map situation. Close front from eastern Arizona, search it up in the Mexico, Colorado, and now western Nebraska down for western Dakota. Then up to southeastern Saskatchewan area. Station front from 7 Manitoba down for eastern Dakota, down for Minnesota, cold front from Iowa, down for Missouri, down for Tennessee Valley, down for North Carolina, not to see, and another cold front from central Gulf of Mexico, searching the 7. Falling and up in the Atlantic Seaboard, a warm front off the southeast New England coastline, and not to see. Yeah, big front down for 7 New England, and 7 New York State. Parallel pressure in eastern Pennsylvania and down for Delaware, and got high pressure in northwestern Nevada, southeastern Oklahoma. There we go, low pressure in southeastern Saskatchewan. 47 degrees at temperature around Detroit, 48 out of Pittsburgh, 58 in Washington, D.C., 64 in Atlanta, Georgia, 76 in Miami, 76 in Brownsville, Texas, 81 in Dallas, Texas, 63 in Kansas City, 61 in Omaha, 47 in Chicago, and 52 in Minneapolis, 45 in Great Falls, Montana, 59 in Seattle, 67 in San Francisco, 69 in Los Angeles, 58 out in Salt Lake City, 79 in Las Vegas, 85 in Phoenix, and a pair of 64s in Denver and Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here. Okay, take a look at the radar situation here, and it shows some spotty rain showers near Billerica and Wilmington and North Andover around east of Lawrence, south of Haverhill, and southwest of Newburyport here, and some spotty rain showers between south of Ware and east of Springfield. A lot of spotty rain showers in central Connecticut Valley, in central Connecticut, northwest Connecticut, and some spotty rain showers in southern Vermont, eastern New York, southwest of Berkshires and Massachusetts. And it is raining moderately from New Hampshire, stretching it down through much of Maine, and then through New Brunswick here, southern New Brunswick, and western Nova Scotia. A lot of rain showers in the northeast of Pennsylvania, and a lot of rain showers from Pennsylvania down from Maryland, down Delaware, southern New Jersey, and western Virginia and southern West Virginia. A lot of rain showers from western New York and down for eastern Ontario here. A lot of rain showers off the North Carolina coastline with some thunderstorms better with it. A lot of rain showers from the eastern North Carolina coastline here. A lot of rain showers over western Cuba and off the eastern Florida coastline. Get some rain showers from southern Texas, some thunderstorms mixing with it, and northeastern Mexico. A lot of rain showers from western New Mexico, stretching up to Colorado, Montana, Wyoming down for western Dakota, and western Nebraska, and up to Saskatchewan down for southeastern Manitoba. A lot of rain showers in the northwestern California, stretching to western Oregon and Washington State, down for southwestern and eastern portion of British Columbia, some snow and sleet spells in the southeastern portion of British Columbia. Here, take a look at satellite loop. Atlantic clouds coming from much of the northeast and the United States down for eastern Great Lakes. Atlantic clouds from southern Florida, search of the Atlantic seaboard down for Atlantic Canada. Atlantic clouds down for the Gulf of Mexico, down for Mexico. A lot of clouds from western Texas and down for northeastern Mexico. A lot of clouds from the Falkland region and stretching down for western Nebraska, down for Wyoming, down for Montana, down for western Montana, northern Idaho. A lot of clouds from Nevada, down for northern California, down for western Oregon and Washington State, down for British Columbia, down for southeastern British Columbia, down for eastern Alberta, down for Saskatchewan and northwestern Manitoba. Here. Alright, let's take a look. What is going on in the tropics here? The latest on tropical depression number 9 here. It's 19.4 to the north, 92.9 to the west. I'm after the same winds. 35 miles per hour, moving in east by 6 miles per hour. And the latest on tropical advisory, tropical depression number 9. Tropical depression performs on the Bay KPJ tropical storm warning issued. The governor of Mexico issued a tropical storm warning from Celestin to Frontera. A tropical storm warning is in effect for Celestin to Frontera, and tropical storm warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area, in this case within the next 24 to 36 hours. Survey ratio is specific to your area. Please monitor product issued by National Meteorological Service. At 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 300 UTC, the zone of tropical depression 9 was located near longitude 19.4 to the north, longitude 9.19 in the west. The depression is moving toward the east 36 miles by 9 kilometers, and this general motion is expected to continue during the next couple of days. On the forecast track, the depression is expected to approach the coast of the Mexican state of Campeche late Wednesday or Wednesday night. Maximum wind at near 35 miles by 55 kilometers an hour with higher gusts. Straight with this, expected the depression is forecast to become a tropical storm warning tonight on Wednesday. Estimated minimum set depression 1,000 millibars, which will have 53 inches. Has affected land. Rainfall. The depression is expected to produce total rainfall accumulation of 5 to 10 inches across the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, with approximate totals of 15 inches are possible. These rainfall amounts may produce the black-footed and flash floods. With that, tropical conditions are expected to begin in portions of the warning area by Wednesday afternoon. Here. And the service number 2. A large non-tropical low located over the far eastern Atlantic Ocean, a few hundred miles south of the Azores, has produced thunderstorms and winds of gale force. The system could still require subtropical characteristics during the next day, so while it moves westward to the west-southwest wind about 10 to 15 miles an hour. Upper level winds are forecast to become less conductive subtropical or tropical cyclone formation by Wednesday night and develop after that time. It's not likely that additional information issued on the system can be found at high speed broadcast station by Météo France. Formation chance for hours. Low 10% formation chance for days. Low 10%. Here. And the latest on top storm manna. Here. It's now 21.9 in the north, 164 for the west. Still location. Back to the same winds 40 miles per movement. Northwest by 9 miles an hour. Here. As that is moving in the northwest and approaching the French Frigate Shoals, a transport warning is effect for portions of the Papahara, Mokokea, Bower Reef, National Monument from the Hill to Bower Reef. A tropical warning means that the tropical conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area within 36 hours of this case within the next 12 to 24 hours. And form a storm information specific to your area, please monitor products by the National Weather Service and Office at Honolulu Y. At 2 p.m. Hawaiian time, 0000 UTC, the southern top zone island was located near latitude 12.5 to the north, longitude 16.1 west, and is moving toward the northwest through 8 miles per 13 kilometers, and will continue to move northwest today. And is expected to make a turn toward the north on Wednesday and back toward the northeast on Thursday, with forecasts forward. Speed gradually increases on Thursday. Mexico State with a new 40 miles per hour, 65 kilometers per hour, gust and gradual stream is the forecast during the next 48 hours. Tropical force wind extended up toward the 1 to 5 miles per 1 to 65 kilometers per hour from the center. Estimated to be the center pressure 1,005 millibars and 29.68 inches here. Tropical wind conditions are expected over the Trump Island and French Frigate Shoals, Necker, and islands of the Grand near Port Nicholas and Dubai waters. Tonight and Wednesday, surf launch swells produced by Anna will be middle west and northwestern Wine Islands. But Wednesday, surf produced by these swells will be dangerous along the southern and southeast facing reefs on the northwestern Hawaiian Islands, and rainfall amounts of 48 inches are possible with the northwestern Hawaiian Island near the center of Anna. Forecast is scheduled around the country. A coastal low pressure system is expected to bring gusty winds that appears every way to the Wiggins. There, moderate days remain expected to live in the Pacific Northwest and the Northern California. Scattered showers and thunderstorms will move across the plains. Over the next few days, a part of the coastal low pressure will assist with the rain on the river around the northeast United States. The northeast type system will be so intensified and be slow to move out of the Wiggins area. Intermittent rain today is becoming more widespread rain heavy by later on Thursday and into Friday, as up to a few inches of rain will fall by Friday the coastal is made. In addition, winds can increase seas become rough as the storm gradually intensifies and shuts off the coast. Over the western United States, moisture rich cold front continues much to the Pacific Northwest and appears that the moderate heavy rain will move slowly inland across Washington and Oregon and is spread into the northern California by Thursday, and more than a few inches of rain forecast along the coastal sections and the Cascades where excessive rains could lead to flash flooding. Between those two major weather systems of cold front is moving across the midsection of the country, and moisture associated with the front is somewhat deficient, and showers and thunderstorms are expected to be more scattered in the nation today. Slowly events eastward up range to the upper Midwest, Mississippi Valley, and the several places on Friday. Take a look. Current discussion around the region here. Scattered showers tonight and into the first part of Wednesday will turn into a circling rain later through Wednesday and early Thursday. In associated with a coastal low pressure system, showers will linger Friday as those snow and millimeters slowly pulls away from New England and rain dry wherever. Expected with some seasonable temperature this weekend. Clouds of heavy showers with a defend over western county has been only dissipated. That's flood warning and flood advisory, which have been allowed to expire by the difference between dual power, which has been a storm total of about to 5.9 inches. Anywhere, while Leslie mentioned less than 2.9 inches. Leslie mentions that with his surrounding radars and probably more accurate than the dual pole given in the low freezing level this evening. After the remainder of this evening, no matter water vapor imagery indicates closer mid level over the West Pacific with multiple short waves between around this large circulation. This will translate to scattered showers overnight and 0 upstream sound and that OKX long line indicates a very deep layer of moist automatic collapse rates. This will continue to risk isolated thunderstorm with heavy rain overnight. Previous forecast keeps those nets, so no major changes in this update. Here. Tomorrow's predicted high range will be day 51 to 60 degrees here. And just a few showers now. And the heaviest rain I'm predicting late Wednesday night into late Wednesday night into Thursday. Rain totals 2 to 3 inches, and rain will get the heaviest rain and heaviest wind kick in there. As I said it on the forecast, that here in eastern Massachusetts, including here in Norton, we will have the heaviest rain between 6 to 8 p.m. here. Take a look at a 7-day forecast that goes like this here. Overnight, rain likely May after 2 a.m. Petrol otherwise clouds got low about 50 degrees, let off wind and anticipation 6%. New Pacific miles for less than 7 inches possible. Wednesday, rain Petrol before 1 p.m. at 9 degrees. North wind about 7 to 10 miles per gust size, 22 miles by anticipation 8%. New rain for months between a 10 and quarter inch possible. Wednesday night, rain possibly a thunderstorm. Petrol low around 49 degrees, north wind about 11 miles per gust size, 25 miles by anticipation 1%. New rain for about 3 to 1 and 2 inches possible. Thursday, rain possibly a thunderstorm. Petrol before 9 a.m. at 61 degrees, north wind about 7 miles by anticipation 9%. New rain for months between a quarter and 1 inch possible. And Thursday night, rain likely mainly before 3 a.m. and clouds got low about 40 degrees, north wind about 7 to 9 miles by anticipation 6%. Friday, showers mainly before 5 p.m. Clouds skies with high about 59, low about 45 degrees, anticipation 40%. Saturday, most sunny clouds sky about 61, low about 44 degrees. Sunday, sunny skies with a high about 6, low about 42 degrees. From Monday, sunny clouds sky about 61, low about 45 degrees. To Tuesday, most sunny sky about 66 degrees. Peter's weather Thursday. What Wednesday time? PJ with you. Good night with a good positive. See you tomorrow morning. Good night.